Hello. Welcome to Yoga with Tianna, and we are going to do a nice slow flow to get us out of September, or whenever you happen to be watching this. This is going to be a slow flow practice. So go ahead and grab your blocks, grab your props, grab everything you need, and let's get into our practice. For this practice, I want you to first just come to your mat. Just allow yourself to feel the vibe, feel the energy. Hope that you can feel the music. I feel like I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. I'm loving this lo-fi music, so I hope that you are also enjoying it. And let's just first come to our mat with whatever intention word that you have, and just let yourself relax here. Come to your breath, taking a nice deep inhale in and exhale out. Maybe even do that at least 2 or 3 more times if that feels good for you. I know that feels great for me. We're sealing those intentions, getting ourselves ready for our practice. And maybe if you don't have an intention that you'd like to give for your practice, maybe just simply breathing in and saying, I am here. Now let's start our practice. Let's start a little bit of movement. I want to do some seated cat-cows, all right? So we're going to inhale in, we're going to bring our chest forward, and on that exhale we're going to round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, and reverse, and exhale. 2 more like that. You can hold however it feels comfortable for you. I'm going to do 2 more. Bring it back nice and neutral. Let's start our rolls. Let's bring it around in a circle. All right, let's pause. Let's go the opposite way. We're warming up our hips, warming up our body. Ooh. Bring it back to center. Bring those arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers, take the palms up, gaze up towards the hands. Feel that stretch along the neck. Lift up through the chest. On that exhale, we're going to take our gaze down, keeping our arms up. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Make sure that you have room, bringing the shoulders down. And one more, gaze up. Feel that stretch along the front of the neck. One more time, bring the chin down to the chest. Take the gaze to neutral. We're going to swing it over to the right side. Gaze up towards that underarm or elbow. Take it back to center, over to the opposite side. And take it right back up. On that exhale, let's release the hands, rotate it out. Yes, move your shoulders. Whichever way, don't worry, we're going to do them both. And let's pause, let's go the opposite way with our shoulders. Bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge towards the right. We're going to frame the body with our hands. Look behind you. If you'd like to get a little bit deeper, you can take that front hand to the outside of the thigh. Allowing that shoulder to open up just a little bit more. Remember, sitting up nice and tall. On that inhale, let's bring both arms back up overhead. Come back to center. Let's hinge to the other side. Frame the body. Look behind you. Again, if you want to do that deeper stretch, you can take that hand to the outside of the thigh. We're feeling that stretch all the way up from our torso, all the way up to that shoulder right here. Gently unwind, bring those arms back up overhead. Gaze up towards the hands. We're going to lift through the chest as we hinge forward. Seated forward fold, bring the hands down. Rock from left to right. Allow that body to hang off towards that right side. Gently walk it back to center and over to the opposite side. We're coming right back to center. Inhale, walk the hands back up towards the body. Let's come to our child's pose. Just allow your body to feel comfortable in your child's pose. So we take those knees out nice and wide, big toes to touch. Shift the weight back towards your heels and walk the hands out in front, taking your forehead down. Relax the chest. Relax the forearms. Allow the hips to surrender. Take a nice deep inhale in and exhale, breathe out. Turning that gaze towards the hands, we come up to our tabletop position. Remembering to take things nice and slow. Maybe we give it a little rock from side to side. Coming to your tabletop position. Now readjust your body. We want those knees to stack right underneath of the hips. We want the wrists to be right underneath of the shoulders. So readjust. Maybe you have to bring those shoulders back. Just allow yourself to get comfortable here. We're going to extend out that right leg. So I'm going to come this way so you can see. We're going to extend that right leg out behind us. We're going to be on the ball of the back foot. And if it feels comfortable, maybe you can just start to sweep that opposite arm in front. We're doing a little balance here. You got this. That gaze is going to be neutral. The hip is going to be nice and neutral. Remember to balance on the back foot. Press into the fingers. And let's take it back. Bring the knee back in. Give it a rock from left to right. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So let's bring the opposite leg back. Remember that hip is nice and neutral, even if you have to widen your stance to get that hip nice and neutral. Let's take the opposite arm out in front. Allow yourself to get nice and evenly balanced here, pressing into your fingertips. Release the tension on the shoulders. Keep breathing. And on that exhale, let's bring it down. Give it a rock from left to right. All right, can we do that same thing? But maybe we take level 2. If you'd like to stay level 1 where we just finished, you can. We're going to take that foot back, but this time we're just gently going to lift that foot off the ground. Remember, that hip is going to want to come off to the side. We want to bring it back neutral. And then maybe we extend that arm out. Just allow our body to be focused here. Balance. Maybe you lift that foot up a little bit more, getting nice and grounded. Nice and balanced, nice and even here. This is where the body is going to heat up. We're taking things nice and slow. You're feeling the weight from the foot to the hand. Nice soft fingers. Let's take 3 more breaths here. I know it may start to shake, may start to heat up. And on that next exhale, let's bring it down. Give it a rock from left to right. Now, these things are meant to warm up your body, to give you that strength. Let's do the same thing. Again, level 1 or level 2 on your side, on the opposite side. So let's bring that foot behind us. Let's extend that foot. Let's bring the hip back neutral. When you're ready, we extend that opposite hand out. Remembering to even yourself off wherever you are right here. Widen your stance if you need to. You're pressing into that top foot, into that bottom foot, my apologies. Keep reaching, extending from fingertip to toe. I want you to take 2 more breaths here. Really allow that body to start to heat up and activate. And on that next exhale, let's bring it down. Let's take a child's pose right here. Walk the hands out in front, take the forehead down. Take 1 more full cycle of breath. Take the gaze towards the hands. Let's come up to that tabletop position. I think we're ready for our first downward facing dog of our practice. Since this is our first one, let's pedal our feet, bend opposite knees. Nice and slow. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and let those heels come back. Start to walk the gaze from the toes. Draw the belly in as we walk the gaze up towards the knees. And maybe all the way up towards the belly. Shifting the weight towards our heels. Let your head and your neck relax. Press into your fingertips as you push away from your hands. Take 1 more full cycle of breath. And on that next exhale, let's walk our hands towards our feet. Coming into our forward fold. Just allow your body to hang out here. Forward folds are really, really good for your lower back, for the back of your legs. Maybe even allow your body to rock a little left, right. Grabbing opposite elbows, allowing the weight to shift into the balls of your feet. Shaking your head yes and no. See if you can get a little bit deeper into that forward fold. Taking that exhale, letting your body surrender. Release the hands down by your side. Let's gaze towards the top of our mat. Let's walk ourselves out. You can come to your plank or maybe to your tabletop position. If you'd like to balance yourself here in plank, allow those shoulders to come back. If you have your knees down, that's also fine. Whatever feels good to you. We're going to take 1 more breath wherever we are. And on that next exhale, let's lower ourselves all the way down onto our belly. Untuck your toes. Bring our hands underneath of our shoulders. And let's start to lift through our chest. Just a slight baby cobra here. Breathe. On that exhale, let's go ahead and lower our head down. Let's tuck our toes. Let's come back to our tabletop position. Allow yourself to get back into that tabletop position. Rock it from left to right. We're going to untuck our toes and we're going to come back to that level 2. But we're going to see if maybe we want to do a little level 3 action, all right? So we're going to extend that back leg. Maybe you have it down on the ground, level 1. Maybe you have it off of the ground, level 2. Extend that opposite hand. And then maybe we try level 3 where we bend that back foot. So bend the knee and maybe we reach back and we grab that foot. So you can rather grab it from the inside or from the outside, opposite hand, opposite foot, and let's kick into the knee. Nice and slow, let's open up through the chest. Lift the knee. Breathe. Take one more full cycle of breath. And on that exhale, let's lower it down. Give it a rock from left to right. All right, we got one more side. So let's do that same thing on the opposite side. Maybe you'd like to try level 3 on this side, however it works for you. All right, so let's start it off level 1. Level 2, we extend that opposite arm. And again, if you want to bend for level 3, bend to the knee. Go ahead and reach the hand back. Grab the foot if that's possible. And then we start to kick into that foot. Remember to breathe. We're stabilizing ourselves. We're looking forward. Keep breathing. Take one more full cycle of breath. And then let's release. And let's come to our child's pose. Take 2 breaths right here. Let's go ahead and thread the needle. So we're going to start here with our right hand. Let's go ahead and thread the needle underneath. Take our forehead down. Maybe we bring that top hand and walk it out a little bit more overhead. Maybe we like to extend it and maybe bring in that top hand behind our back for a half bind, really opening our shoulder. Just allow yourself to open up through your shoulder and your chest. If you have your hand behind you, go ahead and bring it back in front. We're going to walk that hand towards our face. Use it to press ourselves up. And we're going to again swap the arms out. So thread the needle the opposite direction. You can take the forehead down. Again, you can walk that hand overhead. Or again, if you'd like to open up the chest a little, you can half bind, bringing that hand behind your back. Palm is facing up. Allowing that shoulder to open. One more full breath here. Gently walking that hand back out in front. We're going to make sure that hand is beside our head as we use it to push ourselves back up. And just allow yourself to come back to your tabletop position. We're just going to allow ourselves to rock just a little from side to side. We're going to take that right foot as we bring it towards the front. Give a slight lean forward, hinge it forward. Maybe you'd like to take that inside hand towards the thigh. Look towards the elbow. Maybe even a little balance and bind as we bring that hand behind our back. Open up through the shoulder. Same thing we did threading the needle. Let's go ahead and take a half split. Bring that hand back in front. Half split here. You can flex the toe, point the toe down, whatever feels good to you. And gently bring it back forward. We're going to take it down. Go ahead and rock from left to right. And when you're ready, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Lean into that, bend into that front knee. Again, taking the hand towards the thigh. Look up towards that elbow. Maybe even a half bind here on this side. Let's take our half split. Being mindful that our hip is not going all the way out to the side, right? I'm going to straighten up here so I can show you it is bringing it back. We are trying to keep it a little even. You can always widen out your stance. There we go. And on that exhale, let's go ahead and bring it back down. Let's take it down. Let's give it a little rock. When you're ready, let's go ahead and bring it here as we come down onto our back, into our seated position. Let's come down onto our back. So bring yourself to the front of the mat. You can grab your knees, bring your heels in, come down onto your back. Give it a rock from left to right. Let's extend our right leg long, holding in our left. Crossing over our left leg over the body towards the right. Maybe take that back hand out to a T. Look away from your knees. Allow your body to release here. Feel the stretch on the lower back and the shoulders opening. Take one more full cycle of breath. Let's gently come back onto our back. Bring your knee back into your chest. Let's swap out the legs. Let the left leg go long, hugging in the right knee. And let's cross that leg over our body. Again, same thing. Look away from your knees. It's okay if the shoulder doesn't touch the ground. The knee is not going to touch. You're just crossing the knee over the body. Taking one more full cycle of breath. On that next inhale, let's go ahead and bring it back in. Come back onto your back as we hug that right knee in. Let's extend that foot overhead, flex the toe back towards your body. Let's feel that stretch along the back of the leg. How does that feel? Point the toe up. And flex it back. Point the toe up. And flex it back. Release the hand if you were holding the back of the leg. Let's swap out the legs. Let the other leg come down. Maybe you hold on to the back of the thighs. Flex the toe back. Point it up. And flex it back. Relax your shoulders. I had to remind myself. Point it up. Flex it back. Let's bring both feet up overhead as if we were holding up the ceiling with just our feet. Flex your toes back. Let's bring those arms up overhead. Imagine that you're holding on to a ball. And maybe even if you have something handy, maybe you can reach for a block. Let's see if I can grab my block. I don't think. Okay, I got it. There we go. Maybe you can hold something in your hand overhead, allowing that lower back to be on the mat as much as possible. Let's lower down the legs. Lower it down about 6 inches. And bring it right back up. We're going to zip the feet together. Flex the toes back. Let's do that one more time. Let's lower the legs about 6 inches. Remember, we're holding on to our imaginary ball or maybe something. And press right back up. Maybe let's do one more for good measure. Can we do one more? All right. I'm going to just turn that down just a little. All right, let's just do one more. Lower down 6 inches. Your body might shake. It's all right. And then let's press and bring it right back up. If you have a block, you can put it off to the side. Hug your knees into your chest. Let the knees fall over to one side. Supine twist. Look away from your knees. Keeping the knees together, bring them up and over to the opposite side. Let them fall. Look away from your knees. Gently bring it back to center. And we're going to lower our legs all the way down. Readjust your body if you need to on your mat. Take any last pose that feels good to you. Maybe it's a butterfly. Maybe it's a happy baby. I want you to take any pose that feels good for you. Whatever pose that feels good for you, just take one more cycle of breath there. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to bring ourselves into our Shavasana, our final pose of our practice. Allowing your feet to relax. Allowing your hands to surrender down, maybe palms up. Or one hand to heart and one hand to belly. Readjust your body. I want you to take a nice deep inhale with me. And blow the air out. Allow your body to come back. Allow your body to surrender. This is that time that you get to completely surrender to the mat. Allow your body to feel as if it's melting right in towards the mat. Allow the feet to get heavy, the knees to soften, the fingers to uncurl, the hips to relax, the shoulders to descend, the jaw to unclench, and the eyes to soften. I want you to take 3 meaningful, light breaths in through the nose and out however you'd like. Imagine your body almost floating here. And with the breath, it's giving your body everything that it needs in this moment. So I want you to take it all in. And just as easy as we came in, we start to come out by wiggling fingers and toes, hugging one knee into our chest, and then the other knee comes into our chest, hugging it in, gently allowing your body to roll over to one side, cradle your head, taking a whole breath of stillness. And when you're ready, using that top hand to gently push yourself up into a nice, comfortable seated position. We take those hands to heart center, our thumbs towards our chest. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today. Thanking your body as well for showing up for you. Maybe it was some of that arm stability or that leg stability that really allowed you to focus. I want you to take that focused energy with you off the mat. Share it with others, because energy is infectious and we want to share the good stuff. Cannot wait to practice with you again. Until next time, namaste. All right, I hope that you enjoyed today's practice. I want you to take this energy with you off the mat and share it with others. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. And I cannot wait to see you again.